Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob, and today, since it is the Friday before a WWE pay-per-view, I am going to make my Money in the Bank predictions for 2022. 6 matches on the card. I'll let you guys know what I think of each match, what do I think of kind of the build, and so on and so forth. If you enjoyed these kind of videos and enjoyed the Forbidden Door predictions, make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more prediction videos in the future, and especially if you want more wrestling content. The Universe Mode videos have been doing pretty well recently, and I appreciate you guys' support with those. So I'd like to continue those as long as you guys would like to see them continue. But off of that topic real quick, yes, Money in the Bank is this, I think, Saturday, right? Yeah, it's tomorrow, July 2nd, so a Saturday pay-per-view. I will not be watching it live. I will be out of town this weekend, so I'll have to play catch-up next week. I'm actually behind on Raw from Monday, so I know doing these predictions will give me a little bit of some spoilers, but it is what it is because I got to give you guys the content. But overall, I think the build to Money in the Bank's just been kind of I think WWE's kind of relying on the fact that it sells itself. It's a Money in the Bank ladder match, hence the name of the pay-per-view. And there's really been no build other than just like qualifying matches. I mean, once again, there's not even a world title match on the card. Not going to go down that rabbit hole to let you guys know what I think of that, but 6 matches make up the card. Let's just jump into it. The first match is Theory versus Bobby Lashley for the United States Championship. I think this one should be a pretty decent match. I mean, obviously, the bill has been who has the bigger muscles, really. And honestly, I'd love to see Bobby Lashley going after the World Championship since he never really lost the WWE Championship. But since WWE is just sole intent to put both world titles on Roman Reigns, this is what you get in response. You get guys who should be going for world titles on Raw sticking in U.S. feuds, which, I mean, it helps the United States Championship because Bobby Lashley is a big name, but Raw desperately needs a world title. If you have 2 brands, you need 2 world titles. It's just, in my opinion, how it is, plain and simple. But nonetheless, I do think Theory will win this match. WWE is very high on Theory. I do like Theory. I think he's shown his best work in this feud. Honestly, he's been a pretty good talker. He's been kind of funny when he needs to be. I don't really get the whole selfie gimmick. I think it's kind of annoying at times. But, I mean, I think he's taken the most of this feud, and I think WWE obviously has big plans for Theory, so I think Theory retains. I don't think it'll be a clean victory by any means, but I think Theory does walk away with the United States Championship. Next up, the Usos, Jay and Jimmy, battle the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. This should be a phenomenal match. I'm actually pinning this one as my match of the night. I think it'll outdo the ladder matches because these 2 teams are so talented, and if they go like 15-20 minutes, this will be a very, very good clash. But the Usos are not dropping the titles. They are the undisputed tag team champions. WWE is all in on the Bloodline, and I don't see, while I like the Street Profits, I don't see them winning the titles, and WWE's done a pretty good job of protecting the Street Profits when they are not champions. So I think the Usos do walk away with all the gold still. Next up, Ronda Rousey defends the SmackDown Women's Championship against Natalya. This one is a shoo-in. Ronda Rousey is not losing this matchup to Natalya. Natalya, who has not been built up recently that well, in my opinion. WWE just knows that she has the name value, so therefore she is the opponent. But Ronda Rousey, despite, the injury, quote-unquote, that's just a way to try to build you guys some doubt. But Ronda Rousey's winning this one. You can bank on that. Then we had the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Lacey Evans versus Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Asuka, Shotzi, and Becky Lynch. This one is a little bit wide open. That's what I do like about both ladder matches this year. There's no guaranteed winner, in my opinion. But I'm going to go with Lacey Evans. I think Becky Lynch is more of the safer play. But sometimes WWE doesn't like to go with the safe play. And I think they're trying to build the, Becky Lynch as a victim storyline. And her finally getting into this match might, solidify her as a winner, and I would not be surprised if Becky Lynch walks away with it. But I think it's going to go Lacey Evans. They spent a lot of time building up her storyline in terms of, where she came from, trying to get her endeared with the audience, and it seems like it's working for the most part, and I do think giving her Money in the Bank, and when she does finally win the world title, will be a nice storyline to cap off with. So I think Lacey Evans actually is Miss Money in the Bank. For the men's match, there's still one spot to be determined. but it's Seth freaking Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Omos, Sami Zayn, and Riddle. This one should be a very interesting clash. There's a lot of names in there that are, you know, kind of all over the place. Omos being in this match will be kind of interesting. He's just going to put people through ladders, which is kind of cool. Riddle's coming off of the world title shot, the first one since WrestleMania, mind you. Sami Zayn is pretty agile. He's going to be there. Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, and Seth freaking Rollins, though, are your favorites, and I am going to go Seth freaking Rollins. Drew is right there with me. I could easily see Drew winning this match and him cashing in ahead of time on Roman Reigns. I know they're trying to build the fact that, you know, whoever wins this match basically has a guaranteed shot with Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. But I'm going to go Seth freaking Rollins. He is one of the hottest superstars at the moment. And I do think it'd be very interesting to see history, or lightning strike twice, so to speak, and see Seth Rollins again cash in on a Roman Reigns Brock Lesnar match at SummerSlam. And I don't know if he'll walk away with the gold this time, but I do think Seth freaking Rollins will win it, and they'll continue to build at that arc. So I am going to go with Seth freaking Rollins. And then lastly, Bianca Belair versus Carmella for the Raw Women's Championship. Originally should be Rhea Ripley, but unfortunately she's dealing with an injury. Hope she is okay. So with that being said, I think Bianca Belair will win this one easily. Carmella is just a late replacement who will get beat, and Bianca Belair will continue her reign as she rightfully should. And those are my predictions for Money in the Bank. Just 6 matches on the card, a little bit quicker today. Actually only clocking in at 6.5 minutes. How about that? But hope you guys are enjoying the content. Hope you guys are excited for Money in the Bank. Let me know in the comments section below, what do you think of the pay-per-view? What are your predictions going in? And I will see you in the next one. Make sure you leave a like and you subscribe down below if you haven't already. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next video.